What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Alright. So it looks like we got Richard here. Sovereign Species. Welcome in. Richard, of course, Donna. Stardust. Let's see. Blue Collar, what's up, bro? Hi, Raka. Oh, I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. How is everybody doing today? How are all of you guys? How was your Friday? So today was okay for me. It was just a lazy day. Cleaning. Straightening and cleaning. I slept a lot today. Body needed to catch up. Emerald Coast, what's up? Now I gotta I'm picking up kiddos today, so I don't normally stream when I have them, so I figured I'd go on a little bit earlier today, get my Friday stream done, and then see you guys for a little bit before I go pick up the kids. That way when I pick them up, I can give them their undivided, you know how that goes. I'll be right back, you guys. That is an epic Friday night, taking care of the Pomeranian who just got his balls removed. Sounds like it'd be a rough night anyway, taking care of a Pomeranian. They're kind of high maintenance from what I understand. But who knows? I'm a small dog kind of guy. The only time a dog should be small is when it's a puppy, in my opinion. This dog is a nightmare. Yeah, I bet. Heck of a stage tonight. What do you mean? It's messy. I know, my table's all fucked up. I don't know if LBS has a small dog or not. I think he does. But I grew up on Rottweilers, Akitas, full-size German Shepherds. I'm almost tired. I don't know why. I slept most of the day. What's going on, Reckless? Um, Blue Collar, you must know that he has a Chihuahua then, right? Or does he have a small dog? Oh, yes, has put a lot of videos up about Copper lately. No, he always puts Chihuahuas on his videos to represent Vegas stature. Well, that sounds a little... I don't know. It sounds a little weird to target Vegas. Reckless just got home. It's chill time. Nice, buddy. Good for you. Does he do it on, like... I'm assuming he does it for one thing, but I would imagine he probably doesn't do it to upset people, but who knows? I doubt it. Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday too. I had yesterday off, today off, I have tomorrow off, Sunday, and then I'm back to work on Monday. It's a small little vacation for Humble. Took some extra time off to get so I can heal from my anchor put in. I woke up in the middle of the night last night with an extreme amount of pain in my mouth. But it's just probably my mouth getting used to the two new forward pieces of metal that were screwed into my jaw. Oh, he does it to troll Vegas and good fun? Okay. I guess if Vegas feels in good fun, then it's all this good. I cannot eat anything solid yet, Emerald. Not yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. But not yet. Now, let's be clear. I can't chew solid foods. However, I am eating food and solid foods. Hey man, it is what it is. But I do got a very pretty smile. Just can't use the teeth behind it yet. Mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have some best friends, trust me. This is about 4 months in so far. So I am aware of the soft foods that I can eat, the ones that I have to eat. Yeah, I think I hate soft foods at this point. Dude, Reckless, I hear you, man. Silver did not do what I expected it to do this week, but then again, what I expected it to do every week, I'd be rich as shit. Hey Lee, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I didn't expect silver to drop like it did. Which is a great buying opportunity for people, so if you can afford it and got it setting aside, buy as you can. Make yourself. Silver drop is great. It's always good when it get up on sale. So yeah, I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad you guys are all glad it's Friday. People are, I think my last full ounce I bought was in the 90s something range at full price. It's kind of crazy. So I've been stacking for a long time. I know a lot of people in chat have too, right? So it's always nice to have a new stackers, like a new stacker, somebody who's brand new into the hobby, getting one of their perspectives, right? So fortunately, on Sunday, we have a newer stacker that's going to be joining us for the Metal Mob. And it's going to be nice to kind of get a perspective from a newer stacker on pricing and how they approach their stack when it comes to pricing because of how much things are right now. What is that piece on your far right? This one? This is my Cartier silver channel round. This is the first channel round he put together, this one here. He made his out of silver. I sent him copper to pour mine, and he poured it out of brass instead. So Cartier silver, FG, 5.2 ounces of brass. Cartier does a lot of work, a lot of good work. I've had a lot of stuff poured by him. Definitely somebody in the community that if you're looking for a pour, I would definitely talk to him. FG is great as well. You know, I've gotten a coin ring or two made. Well, one and another one for another friend. I met somebody in chat who is very local to me that does coin rings. What's going on, Gold Maple? So Bear, he makes coin rings. So my next venture with Bear will be getting him some silver so he can make me up a silver ring. I gave him some 50-cent pieces and another piece to make little stacker a ring and me a ring, and he did out of some Claude coins, and they look good. I haven't got them yet, but they look good. So as soon as I get those in hand, I'm going to get some silver and see what he can do about getting me another silver ring. SGT poured me a copper bar. That is insane. That's nice. I have a few channel pieces. This is my first humble stacker bar. This is my second humble stacker bar. I had two of these made when I hit 500. Actually, I had them made when I hit 350. With the anticipation of 500, they just sat here in a box. So when I hit 500, I had two of these made. I gave one to a subscriber, and I kept one for myself. So Manderson got one of these sent to him. Free state of Florida. Here they still pay up to $120 on some Brits. They're not worth it. I can help you out with that, Reckless. So go to your safe or wherever you go for you have your silver at. Get an ounce of silver. And then go sit down. Surfer, what's up, brother? Jared, how's it going? Hold on to it really tight. Close your eyes really tight. And just imagine it's gold and not silver. And I can tell you it feels the same way. Wait, why does it feel the same? Now, there is nothing like holding an ounce of gold in your hand at one time. I'm not going to lie. It does feel kind of cool. But once you've held one, you've held them all. Lee, have a great day. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Surfer, I don't know if you had something planned for today or not, Jared, but I just hopped on because I have my kids later on, so I can't normally stream at my normal time. So I just popped on to hang out with everybody. But if you got something going on, I get it. I can, I don't know if you got something live planned or not. What kind of quiver do you have these days? Uh, that's why I seen so came on about 4 years every Friday, 6 p.m. I've been attending my friend's show. Oh, cool. So I'm assuming everybody is still buying, and you were buying all week long, if you can afford to. So you guys all know I bought $2 face dimes, and I bought a 90% commemorative, and I got more silver in the mail on its way. Got that 1 ounce bullion baddie, the silver dime, and the silver nickel on its way. So it's amazing how pricing changes the way people do some stacking, that's for sure. Now, pricing has changed how much I can pick up every week, but it really doesn't change whether I pick up every week. And that's the biggest thing for you guys when you're stacking is, you might have to change the amount that you pick up or you used to pick up every week, and that's fine. The biggest thing is just making sure you're still adding to the stack. You stop buying or collecting now, but you're still welcome. Of course you are, Lee. You're always welcome. Are you talking about attending your friend's show? Definitely your average airman. You name it, I've been there. Well, Emerald, thank you for your service, bro. You say airman, so you were in the Air Force then, I'm assuming? Yeah, USAF. That makes sense. For the reference of airman, I just assumed. Anyways, so $2 face dimes and a 90% commemorative is what I picked up so far this week. I do have more silver in the mail, and I do throughout the weekend, if I can afford to, plan on picking up more silver. But honestly, I just want to have a good weekend with my kids. I haven't been able to unplug like I was able to do for a long time with the kids. So I think this weekend I'm going to do my best to tonight and most of tomorrow give myself a bit of a break. I do have tomorrow night's show with the Broken Humble show over on Broke Stacker, and then I have, of course, the Metal Mob. And this week we have Mandy Lee Rains is going to be the stacker that's on the Metal Mob this week with us. And she's a newer stacker, so it's going to be nice to get a female perspective in the hobby as well as a new stacker's perspective. So I thought that's totally cool that we're going to have her up on the Metal Mob on Sundays. And keep in mind, you guys, the Metal Mob, if you guys ever want to come up, just shoot me a message. Jared, I want to get you up again here soon, if possible. I know you're very, very busy, though, with everything you got going on, juggling the content, the family, the job. There's somebody who understands how busy I can be regularly. I definitely know it's probably you, as well as other parents in the family or in the chat and part of the channel that have to deal with kids. People don't realize holding a full-time job, running a channel, balancing kids and doing all that stuff. It's a lot of juggling. It's a lot of work. People don't realize how much work's actually involved. So yeah, if you have time this weekend and you go live, I'll definitely pop on or yeah. But I want to set up a time with you in the near future where you can come up on the Metal Mob again for me, if you're interested. Always enjoy having you up. Nick, if I teach Madison how to ship a package, so you understand that's a double-edged sword for me. Teaching Madison how to ship, now I don't have to worry about all kinds of stuff. Especially payment for all the things that you guys are trying to squander out of her off of my stack. Yeah. Quality time, yep. Yeah, here, let me show you how to send something to Nick in an OC stacker. So it's not only costing me my time, it'll cost me my metals too. You're such a nice guy, Nick. I do know that she did say she would keep this before she let it roll. So that's cool. Yeah, a lot of people do, bro. A lot of people do. And I've had people be like, hey, send it to so-and-so so they can replicate it. But I wouldn't do that to Capital Currency, nor would any of the people that pour that I know would that either. It's more of respect than anything else. But yeah, that is a sick pour. You haven't bought it. What, you had the coin show though? You bought at the coin show. Was that 2 weeks ago? And the coin show is a big thing, so I get that. You know, I'm sure you bought stuff when you were there. Rick, you're the man. Yeah, see, there you go. But bought a lot at the Long Beach Coin Show. I'm sure you did. I figured that's the reason why you haven't bought anything for yourself is because you did the coin show stuff. Rick, I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you very much, man. She's going to love whatever you sent. So thank you. So yeah, a little humble is getting a package sent to her from Rick. Rick hit me up in chat the other day and asked me what she liked to stack, and I said 1/10,000 for 1/10,000 gold. It was a pretty good laugh. But she's a silver stacker at heart, and she has some gold. She pans for gold, so yeah. Here we have to spend 2,000 per week or pay 7.5% tax. Per pickup. Oh, per pickup. No, gotcha. Yeah, so we don't have a tax break on the dollar amount. It's just 10% for us. But I understand what you're saying now. My dad, was working for an electronics company when Desert Shield happened, and so he was building the circuit boards for the Apache 64 helicopters, those things. So it was pretty cool. He had a lot of wartime stuff, Desert Shield, hats, and things like that because he was working on government projects. Stacking cash at the moment, waiting on the next big dip. You bought silver at $70 an ounce at the coin show at our booth. No, that's awesome. That is awesome. I wish I could have gone to that coin show with you guys. I want to meet you and OC in real life, which would have been totally cool, but couldn't afford the plane ticket. I do plan on going to California this summer, though. Yeah, Apaches were definitely the shit and have been for a while. People don't realize how badass the 64 actually is. So I live in Washington, but I live close to a town called Smoky Point. Up in Smoky Point, every once in a while you'll hear a Huey fly over. And Hueys are loud because they don't set two prop on their. Is it still a propeller? I would imagine it's still a propeller. They only have two blades on their propeller. And so it cuts a lot of wind. It's super loud. So whenever that would fly over, it would only fly over for about 10, 15 minutes. And then it'd land. And in a few minutes, you hear it fly over again, and then it'd land. Well, there's a guy up in Smoky Point who has a private estate up there, and he has a Huey helicopter that he flies. that actor died recently. That was, I believe he died recently. Gene Hackman. Do you guys know who Gene Hackman is? Yeah, he died last year. Yes, he was. So sadly enough, that estate got sold, or is being sold. I think it got sold last year. Created MS-70 burnished at $72. Nice deal. Nice pickup. I know. Um, I know about the French Connection. Was Gene Hackman in Wanted? I don't think Gene Hackman was in Wanted. Wanted had Morgan Freeman in it. I don't remember having Gene Hackman, but yeah, the Royal Tenenbaums was good too. You're doing a Costco and a Trader Joe's run now. There's Costco's up here. I don't have a Costco membership, and I'll explain why. For starters, I don't have a problem paying the annual fee, but you pay the annual fee with hopes that you get that much in savings, if not more, throughout the year shopping in a place. I don't shop there enough to get that much savings. I don't buy enough bulk items to get that much savings. And whenever I shop at Costco and I'm going to pick up just one or two things, I feel guilty because of how big their carts are and how few things I have in there. Gene Hackman was quite the American actor. Hackman was a man's man. He was good in a lot of movies, though. Like The Firm, he was really good in that movie. You know, I liked him in he's been in a lot of movies. There was a movie that had Will Smith in it. It was him and Will Smith. He was a black ops guy, and Will Smith was a lawyer. Best thing in Costco is their food samples and their hot dogs for $1.50. That's it. I feel you on that, Surfer, with the slowing the channel down for a few months to get prepared and replenish emergency supplies. I actually bought 4 more pounds of brown rice today, uh, 5 more boxes of noodles today, more canned supplies. Yeah, just adding to. And toilet paper for people who have females in their houses. Toilet paper is so important. So yeah, I stocked up on some toilet paper too. That is exact opposite up here, Jared. Trader Joe's costs us more up here than your standard grocery store does. Ironically enough. Need to get my backup generator set up and update the go bags. I have a badass go bag that somebody sent me. He told me I couldn't do a mail call on it, even though I did make a video anyways. But it has seen some days. It is a medic bag from the Army. It's got a lot of compartments. It's a very, very big, heavy duty bag. And when I started stacking and putting stuff into it, I realized how little things that I have when it comes to having a good go bag. That's true, Surfer. That's true. That's awesome that it's cheaper there. It's like 20% more expensive here, and I think that's how they compensate for the 20% cheaper there. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, if you can buy your silver and gold from Costco, but honestly, not everybody can buy that much all at once when it comes to silver, or I mean gold. So I know that you can get your discount there, and then you save whatever 2% on this or on that, and yeah, no, I get it. Savings do add up. But I can't afford to buy my metals at Costco. But if you guys can, that's definitely a good route to go. I've been on a peer-to-peer kick lately, so I have an app called OfferUp, and I get a lot of people on there that are selling stuff. Been able to get things at spot or below in most cases, so pretty happy about that. Yeah, well, gold maple sounds like you not like Costco, which would make sense if it's more expensive. I get it. I shop at Safeway instead of Albertsons or at QFC because QFC does cost like 50 cents more per item. And I know it's just 50 cents. I get it. But 50 cents adds up, guys. It adds up a lot. Especially for me because I play everything very, very close to the chest. That would be awesome, Jared. That would be awesome. And if you need help with anything I can help you with, whether it be testing or this or that, I am game to help you out with that, man. So if you want some additional help and something I can help you with, let me know. That is awesome. Grocery stores here are so expensive. Gas for cars is $5.30 a gallon. That's about what I pay here. Sadly enough, it's pretty expensive up here in Washington too, Jared. Walmart is not a bad price to shop. Hello, luminaries. How are you today? Meat prices are horrendous everywhere, bro. Today I went shopping too, so I picked up a bunch of stuff. Got some milk, got some eggs. Now, I only have one daughter that eats eggs, but I like eggs, and they're soft food, so I bought them so I can eat them too. So I got 2 dozen eggs now. Got some bread, some other basic staples. Main things I wanted to add more to the dry storage as well. And I stack to the dry storage as much as I stack to my solar almost. Because I'll tell you guys, at the end of the day, eating a silver dime is nowhere near as awesome as eating a cup of rice or a cup of noodles or this or that. $3.69. Yeah, we got this thing called the Climate Protection Act, which adds about 70. So with additional taxes, they did the math on the radio the other day. We pay like an extra $1.80 something per gallon of gas with all the extra taxes and fees. Now, I do know that there are states out there that are paying just a little over $2 per gallon of gas. So we essentially pay for almost a full gallon of gas in other states just in taxes here. Yes, a silver dime would just go right through me. But you know how many silver dimes I'd have to eat to get full to me? Come on now. Stewart, so I just got my Cyrus Trump half shekel third temple solid silver coin from Israel, looking like the package has been beat to rat poop. But coin and collector box is okay. Yeah, post office is horrible. I'm not a Trumpy, but I think this may be a historical event. I'm not a Trumper either. Then again, I haven't liked the president that we've had in a few years. All you guys in chat can all, I'm sure you can all remember who your favorite president is. My favorite president was Clinton. And the reason I can tell you that Clinton was my favorite president is because the economy was insanely good. It was insanely good. We were, we had little to, I mean, we had not as much as normal. We had stock oil reserves. We had unemployment rate was down. People were working. Savings accounts were growing. Stock market was good. I mean, there's just so many things that I can tell you I liked about previous presidents. Yes, it is expensive to make sure you get a whole year's worth of food storage. And that's hard to do. A full year, that's a lot of stacking. That's a lot of stacking prepping, Jared. Your favorite president was Theodore Roosevelt? Good old Teddy R. Yeah, I know your dog is named after Ted Roosevelt. That being said, if he acted anything like Theodore Roosevelt, it'd be different, I would assume. But Ted's a small dog. Ted probably acts like a small dog, I would imagine. Yes, and honestly, you guys, you should know how to grow food just in case. One of my favorite presidential skits is a newer one about George Washington when he when they're coming over, has them all talking about weights and measures and things like that. Keen in every way, and it's like, and there's going to be something about men of color, right? And the guy who was playing Washington just kind of sat there, pondered for a minute, ignored his question, then moved on to the next one. He's like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be something to men of color, right? It was pretty fun. Squidward, Chupacabra. Yeah, I'd be naming him Choopy too. Squidward would be a nice name for a dog. Original. Different. Not original, but definitely different. Best president or best person? Not at all. Are all in one same. Are better at being one thing. And president of the United States is not for everyone. True that. True that. Even though they would seem like they're a great person, a lot of times they wouldn't necessarily be a great president. So I am with you on that. All of my So Stacking Surfer, Washington, and Jefferson were your two favorite presidents. You have a mama too, and Kit and Kat are her two boys. That's awesome. I like the names. Make me hungry for sweets though. Luminaries, welcome. Welcome to the Humbles Heroes. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I already handed out my 10 free subscriptions a couple days ago, you guys. So there'll be more coming in April, of course. But yes, thank you very much, Lumi. I appreciate you. Yes, I got monetized a couple weeks ago. Right before March popped. Jimmy Carter was a good person, and you guys, you can come across this many times. I'm sure at one point, people thought Richard Nixon was a good person, right? But then you spend enough time doing something a certain way or the wrong way, and you become complacent with the way things are actually supposed to be, and then you end up getting yourself in trouble. Yes, you know what I'm talking about on that skit, right? That was a great skit. That was a great skit. I have a dream. Well, we will measure things in gallons and quarts. not liters. Well, how many liters to a gallon, sir? Nobody knows. I live in a world where we can measure things in inches instead of centimeters and molten, Well, so the centimeters and the inches will line up on the same ruler? You would think so, but no, they never do. Yeah, that was a great skit. I understand that 1 gallon equals 3.7 liters. It was to play off of the skit. The skit was really funny. You got to watch it, Gold Maple, and then you'll understand what we're talking about. It's a Saturday Night Live skit. Just type in Saturday Night Live George Washington, and there's like 2 of them. They're really, really funny. So, luminaries. Skylar wants to go fishing. So, when we can schedule it, she wants to go fishing. Yeah, this thing lingering. My lung's almost done. I need a member emoji. Yes, I do. I'm going to make a member emoji. It will be, I will have a couple of member emojis. One of them will be, I'm getting over some. One of them will be this for the metal mob. Okay. One of them will be, I'm going to make a couple. One of them will be my channel round where it says Humble Stacker. Yeah, Silver Turtle. It'll be the Humble Stacker, Bridging the Gap. That one that I have stickers coming on, and then one more. But I will make some emojis here soon enough and upload them. 2.47 ounces of silver in that. And this is a piece of art. If I could duplicate it, that would be something that would sell, I think. I think that would be a good sell. LBS said he could see that down in the beach somewhere with some booty tag on it for an extreme amount of money. Block, we've been waiting for you to show up. We've just been waiting. We've been sitting here at idle for the last hour just waiting for Blockos to show up. I'm glad you're finally here now. Now the show can start. Thanks for finally showing up, Block. You're late. The French Connection, another great movie from Gene Hackman, or that Gene Hackman was in. Some of us still work, Oh, yeah, I know. You're talking to somebody who definitely is a slave to the man when it comes to working. I put in a minimum of 50 a week, every week, mandatory. And that's if I get out at 50. I just had a couple days off because I had my anchors put in for my teeth. And I'll tell you guys, I don't know if you've ever had this done or if you heard me talking about it, but man, he essentially puts them in your mouth and then he's tightening them down with the dental approved ratchet. What's up, Block? So you can feel him tightening it, right? Because he pulls on your head a certain direction because it's grabbing. So tight, 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 and then you hear click, 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 click as he goes back up with the ratchet and then tightening it down. Click, 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 tighten, click, click, click. Man, I'll tell you, I work on cars. I work with ratchets all the time, and there was nothing that was more uneasy than listening to that ratchet go off and then feel him tighten, and it get tighter and tighter as he's going, and just waiting for that 1 minute where he's tightening it and I hear snap and then my jaw breaks. It was my jaw did not break, but that's what I was anticipating, and so my anxiety level was out the roof. Even though I was gassed, even though I was numbed, yeah, man, I was tripping. My mind was racing. What's up, Nick? I don't know if it was a quarter-inch drive, but man, I'll tell you, it was definitely a different feeling. He's like, you're going to hear some sounds. And I'm like, yeah, I know what sounds I'm going to hear because I can hear that little ratchet going off in my mouth, man. And I'll tell you, it made me feel uneasy every time you tighten that thing. But it's done. Then he had to cover them back up with tissue, let them heal for months, and then uncover them before he can snap the new ones in. So I'm getting close, you guys. I'm getting close. I can't wait to stream while I'm eating a steak with you guys. I cannot wait. It will be a big thing. I'll make a post about it. Yeah, dude, you're going to see some ASMR of Humble eating a steak. They should use an old Chapman drive. Why? So you don't hear the clicks? There's been a lot of good old tools that have been not made anymore in the past because of a more popular mainstream cheaper version came out. And Craftsman tools are one of those ones to talk about. Lifetime warranty, not the greatest of tools. The lifetime warranty stole it from people. They shopped at Sears for their tools for years after that with a lifetime warranty. But you can get just as good of products now with lifetime warranties on them as well, like going to Harbor Freight. Did you guys know that every tool at Harbor Freight has a lifetime warranty on it? You want a set of the tools that built the pyramids. You can reconstruct them. I don't know if you'll be able to find a set of originals other than in like a museum or something, but all that makes sense. So this is 33.3 grams of silver, and that's because it is sterling. So that's how they make it a full ounce, is by adding more weight to it, right? So right now, Surfer, I'm not on StreamYard, so I don't know how to make it so you could come up. Give me a second. Let me check. Let me see if I can make it work. I love it when you come up, bro. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. Let's see if there's a way I can get it to where I can send you an invite and you can just be added to the stream. I know that YouTube's different when it comes to. My go bag is ready. I'm creating a new one and adding stuff to it. So I think the link that I can create at this point, because the stream's already running, is just a link to come over to it. But I will share this just in case it might work. I think this is just going to tell you a link for the stream itself. I don't think you can add after the stream's already running, but I'm looking. That's a share screen option, share stream. You know what? You give me 1 second. This can be remedied very quick. Thanks for posting that Gene bio, you guys. I was a big Gene Hackman fan. Okay, you guys, I am. Okay, guys, I'll have a different stream with StreamYard going on in about 2 seconds. I'm almost done setting it up. I'm going to send you the link here in a second, Jared. Jared, there's the link. That's the StreamYard link, you guys. I'm going to shut this stream down, go right over to StreamYard and open the link, okay, and start the stream. So we'll wait a few minutes. You guys just leave this one and pop over to the new stream, okay? I'll see you guys in just a second. Jared, you got the link? Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, I'm ending this one. I'll see you guys in a second.